So, in theory, the only things left for Continuim is to make the enemy go moo and model variations that has already had a failed attempt, which is actually good news. Then the Logan script and the story and the rest of the world. I could totally make that in a few weeks. Also, theoretically, I've so far made movement, a few models with animations, and a trailer, and now attacks, which in total has taken about a year, not including the 3 months it's taken to make a trailer. So this game could take anywhere between the next 6 months to 2 and 4 years. This is why hunting down bugs takes so much time. I mean, this serves as a really good transition. I spent the last 3 days now hopping back and forth between plastic change sets, or commits for people that know GitHub, me not being one of them, to figure out why, despite all the player game object going ham, the settings, movement script barely changing. Outside of adding combos that took me half a day to implement, the movement went big nope. Trying to test out my sanity again, I see. Eventually, I had to bring my arms up more. The idea popped into my head that since the only big changes between that and here has been making the trailer, I can just put my new stuff into the old version that did have the movement being unshattered, instead of spending an unknowingly long amount of time trying to pull 3 things. Hey, that worked. Back into the new version, which is where I spent the last 3 days originally. And Porsche! The last week I've actually been making a full version to the song from the Extra Human trailer. First link in the description or pinned comment, I don't remember. One of them, yay. But it's not done yet, and I don't want to release that in case someone goes, ooh, I like that, and create something so similar that I can't claim copyright anymore, because all I have is a video of a work in progress. So, this is the video I was going to make before the last one I actually released, since this script was a mess, and I got distracted by making Reef able to fight water balls. So, this video is set in the past. Have fun wrapping your minds around that as the chaos that shall ensue, and Porsche. So after a day, we went from scripting me, what even happened here? From her, even breathe, really? From here, we've broke it, the hell? Okay, break time. Porsche again. I'm going to introduce you to a tiny bit of game dev Dana life and a time continuum break. And this will make sense really soon, I promise, and if it doesn't, you can just yell at me in the comments. It's fine. When we were moving up here, I saw Braille skateboarding, and they made it look really fun. Like most kids, I did actually have a skateboard in the past, but I thought the only way to stop was by mani sliding down a 4-foot hill. So I ended up getting big winded and gave up completely, and eventually the board was used as portable gas heater wheels. So on the way up here, in the past, but not that far in the past, but as talking me as now, not from when I originally made the script, you see, I got a skateboard for 40 bucks and I couldn't even stand on it. So I learned riding on the carpet every couple weeks. But recently I met a skater girl that's way better than me, and she suggested I skate more often so I can progress faster. So I made a beeline to land ollies after trying on and off the past year. And I got it. So naturally I went beeline straight to kickflip, and I am this close in the present after about 3 weeks of practice. That was so, I felt the board go in everything. But now back to the past and Porsche from Skate Break. Ha. Also, what do you think of the lighting? If I move like tiny bit, you're gonna get blasted with the light, but as long as I sit right here, it's better than what I had before, huh? I know what I'm gonna do if I need to record in the night. We're gonna find out. I just stick a torch right here and straight in my eye. Self-fix. What? Some library compile errors came up for no reason, so I closed and reopened, and it fixed itself. This is what it looks like when I tried merging. But I couldn't access plastic, so after closing it, it would go back to the broken state, so cutscene agents are still missing. And whatever, it fixed itself. Oh yeah. Recording made gameplay so slow. Okay, now to get footage of when it broke. Ha, you thought it was gonna break again, didn't ya? Kinda? Also, no? The thing decided not to load, so I just stopped it via Task Manager, and then it got semi-corrupted. All the animations stopped, and the timeline half broke, and the Colosseum was gone. So, into the dungeon we go! Light blast. Like what I was talking about before, with broke did, and now it's fixed. I closed and reopened again. This is a game engine used by how many people? And I fixed the problem by going backwards and restarting the engine. Huh? Fine, have it your way, Unity. I am going to remake the skin material. And for some reason, the load of this meant it took a full day to get the right values from the old version when it refused to copy over. But here, go and clicks, change that back, copy paste, fail, trying things again until I decided to make a prefab in the project window, bringing it into a different project, going back to the original commit and restoring it in post-restoration. And we are within an expected 2 hours away before catching back up to where we were with the environment and the cutscenes. When I looked like this. Next day it took the whole day, mainly because of change set jumping, and yeah, it's done now. How did this take a day? So, adding back in the fog and edit mode, and then the combos from before, I think it has found out the problem. See here with the, do this side, the view under the player, I moved that so I could do camera processing, effects in the trailer, and I had to switch the cameras because of under-tested implementation of an amazing feature that needs to be fixed in your pipeline. Then I found out I'm missing the swarm in the new version, so it's time to go back and compare everything again. Okay, I need to do something while it loads. I can do tendrils. I can do a dot point right here. Woo! Do tendrils that I need the engine for. Then merge mats between water and red for shadowy substance that I can do on paint. And I need the engine for glowy stuff. Wait, here. For the glowy stuff. After I get all missing stuff back and make it night with the vignette camera and start a shooting. I need a better computer. And yeah, I need the engine for a lot. So I ripped the scene file from the older version because I decided that was a genius move. Then grabbed the script file from the version control instead of reverting. But I forgot that the skin material, so that would cost me 4 days of work. But since I got the project file, not a scene-based object, I won't have to revert again for it. So I just take the old code, slap it in the combos, and have the project file scene file just sitting like right over here. It's coming to life! After I did that, I thought I might cry when this is over. I was already getting a little glassy-eyed. After over a year of working on this and so many problems, this thing I wanted to make since I was 5 is becoming real. All based off of one thing that popped into my head while playing Ratchet & Clank Metropolis's train section in one of my 18 playthroughs on that console. Never got close to 100% because no internet. I just loved playing it. But I thought, I want to make something like this. And in a few ways, this game I'm making now is a representation of everything that's ever happened in my life. And in a way, is a representation of who I am. Psst, stupid YouTuber, you're not your game. What are you gonna do if it gets a bad review? That may be overmoting, but at least by the things I choose to put in or leave out, this thing, I feel like this game is my life, filtered through the eyes of me from like 16, 17, whenever I created the file, not giving away my birthday that easily, until I was 18 when I went full time, and until I finish it. It's this dream that was placed in me that I decided to follow all the way back then, and it's becoming real! Get it? The real game company? There is a connection. If I decided to do something else with this, or saw a great movie or book or something instead, who knows where I'd be now? People are gonna think I'm stupid for this, but I don't really care how much this game makes, because it will be the completion of the first big chapter of my life. I mean, the amount of work I've put into this, even being generous, is one amazing number, and everyone knows, or will know, that in this society, to live as a self-sustaining adult demands money. And if I want to achieve that, I need this game to make me money. But that's not the goal. As long as I finish it and inspire someone to chase their own dreams, it's complete. But you're probably thinking, you're okay if this doesn't make money? How stupid can you be? That's like saying you're okay with being homeless as long as you inspire someone. But there are other ways to make money that I am prepared to do. And life is about more than just making money. Yell at me in the comments if you want. The algorithm will be happy. But I think finding that out is inevitable. Life is about enjoying the people you love, especially God. And that's it. Do what makes you happy, become the person you want to be, don't give up, but be open to advice and criticism and re-evaluation of yourself. Wow. Only thing missing from life lessons with Eden is to find motivation over the emotion of inspiration, because motivation is the fire that's going to keep you going, and it's okay to run out of fuel for that fire. That's when you reevaluate yourself and the why behind yourself, and then you make the fire even bigger, like what I've done about 3 times over now. I think it started with just, oh, this is cool, I want to do it. Then it became, especially with working out, I want to be like Spider-Man. And then it became, I want to inspire people to chase their dreams. And I'm still on that one, even now. But I'm not just giving away the game or source code that you know how long it's taken to figure out. But I'm not doing this solely to make money. Then that would be dumb. I just go to uni or get a high paying job or make a business on the side or something, because that would be so much safer and easier than what I'm doing. I'm following this dream instead, and I, like every other person that's achieved their dream, would not be able to do this based solely on my own experiences and on my own at 5 years old. I probably would have given up in 5 minutes. The amazing thing is, this documentation of development has already led to a guy coming to my Discord to tell me that I inspired him. So there's half my dream complete already. I haven't seen what is done with that, but it's amazing to know. All I need to do is finish the game for people like him and for 5-year-old me. Then I'm done. Oh right, I was talking about the game. But words are nowhere near enough to represent a lot of things. Even actions can be hard. But yeah, the engine's back up and we're ready to go. And why is the fins not rotating back? I kinda need that so I can make this pose. Aha! It was the animation state. So it is dragged through the base animation until it loads us back to normal. And first set. Last thing I want to say. I was talking with 2 really cool people I met recently and telling them just what I've been doing for money and being very hard on sleevey. Saying I'm living off my savings to follow this dream of making a game, and considered pulling an Odo, optimizing my life around it. And the only reason I didn't do that is because I realized this dream is dependent on me, not the other way around. And these people were saying how amazing that is, and I only thought later that it could have come off as bragging. But in my world of seeing people chase their dreams, even if it's just on the side of making a job, as long as I keep my life balanced, I do push myself to find bugs, and it's 2 a.m. when I was writing this. But I've dug 4-foot holes for 2 days straight, sticking my head in the ground to scoop dirt with gloves because the shovel was too big. And I had sweat dripping in my eyes in summer, lifting 20-something bags of concrete a few times over. But in terms of workload, if I could do that for a month with no rest and have the game finished, I'd gladly do it. But to have someone say it's amazing that I'm doing this just felt weird. I don't consider it to be something amazing, and I do not deserve praise for this, and that just sounds humble. It's hard, of course, and I've used the problems of game dev as the core of my videos on purpose to show that chasing your dreams is hard, people. I mean, I only stop for 1 day a week to do house chores and let my brain recover from the past week of work. But that's what I'm willing to do for what I want. And it comes naturally. I don't want to stop and let my brain recover. I want to slam this out and finish it so I can say I accomplished my dream, and then I can move on. And it's not about the volume of time that I'm putting in that's important. It's the consistency. I'm following this dream that was put in me, and then it just became a habit to go from waking up to breakfast to start work. That you'll see in like 1 or 2 videos where I'm doing a week of game dev. And I thanked the complimenting, but it felt weird and I couldn't put my finger on it then. But maybe those 2 are watching this now, so that's a more thought out thing with my intentions on that. But again, thank you for the recognition and appreciation. That was really nice. Okay, that's the end of that. You got all that time skip stuff? Cool, because that's it. Thanks for watching everything. I cannot wait to release the trailer song that is straight up called Trailer Song. Full track. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.